Hi everyone, I'm Heather Wen, a retired nurse practitioner and the founder and practitioner at Arizona Healing Alternatives. On this channel, you'll find several videos, what I like to call aha moments, where we'll be discussing issues that impact your health. For today's aha moment, I'm going to be talking about that word perception and how important it is and how important it is to our health, so stay tuned. So a wise person once said that perception is everything. How we perceive things, how we perceive the world is so important, and it truly impacts our health in the long run. So in other videos, I've talked about the word perception checking. And perception checking is when somebody says something, how we take it into the world, we can perception check with another person as to if that's what they're really saying, or is it just what we're perceiving. When we think about perception, it's so important right now. Right now, we've just started 2021, wonderful new year. A lot of events are happening in the world. And so how we perceive those events or how we perceive other people really is important when it comes to our health. Well, why is that? Well, first of all, if we're looking at perception in general, what you'll notice, and I've talked about that on other videos with communication and relationships and perception checking, what you'll find is that everybody is different in the world. I've talked about, a bunch of people can view the same auto accident and everyone has a different perception about what really happened. If we look at that at the base level, it's so important that we recognize that our perceptions of the world and what's happening in the world and what we're being shown on the TV or what we hear on the radio, everyone is going to perceive that differently. Some people will perceive it the same way and some people won't. Well, why is that even important? And as I always say, why am I even talking about this? It comes down to the fact that if I'm perceiving something as being really horrible, and it comes down to kind of that power of positive thought, if I'm perceiving that, oh my God, 2020 was the worst year ever. It was hideous, it was awful, I never want to experience that again. Well, it was very challenging, okay? And it was very challenging. Perception is how you look at it. I know for some people, 2020 was the best year they've had. I've even talked to people who said, wait a minute, 2020 has been really good. I was able to expand and do things I never thought I could do. I was able to spend more time with my family. Really positive, wonderful things. And they actually have admitted to me that they feel guilty that, if I say that, are people going to be upset with me? And that's what we really need to work on, is being accepting of other people and what they're going through. And some people had a great year. I know for myself, I could look at it as, oh my gosh, I really had to change my practice. I really had to change things that were going on. And for me, it was really wonderful because I was able to go back to things I was trained for very early on about how to do this remote type of healing. And now to be able to do that and to watch it, does it work for everybody? No, but it works for some people. And people have had to expand their practices, whether it's in Western medicine, whether it's alternative medicine, they've had to expand and it's stretched their mind. And what do we know about change? How many people like change? Most people, we like the same old, we're not really into change. So that's been very stressful, but the way I look at it, it was one of the best things that happened because it expanded my practice in ways I never thought. I got to spend more time, with family. I got to spend more time with people. And that was really a positive for me. And I choose to look at 2020 that way versus looking at it as, oh my God, what's 2021 going to hold? And for myself, I protect myself where I can't watch a lot of news and a lot of different shows. I do want to know what's going on in the world. But if I get caught up in that and get caught up in that cycle, my perception, I'm incredibly sensitive to outside stuff. So I know to protect myself and my health, I can only tolerate a certain amount of certain things and certain subjects before I can't handle it anymore. So you have to know for yourself what works best for you and how much you can take in this sort of thing. And I know it sounds hard to think positively, and it does. I just want to make it really clear that when I'm talking about perception, I'm talking about, there are awful things that happen in the world. There are terrible tragedies. There are people that have lost their lives, whether it's from tragedies, world events, COVID, whatever. That doesn't mean that you perceive that as happy and wonderful and okay. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is It's okay to grieve. It's okay to perceive that something is off. It's okay to be angry about something. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, and you don't live out of that space all the time of fear, of anger, of things like that. Why is that important from a health perspective? Well, there's this little gland called the thymus gland, which I've talked about in that same communication video as well. But I want to show you almost an example of it, where if I hold up, and hopefully you guys can see this, if I hold up this beautiful smiley face, if I hold that up, then and I test somebody's arm, that will stay strong. Versus if I hold up this face, which we all know the face that's coming, if I hold this face up to somebody, their muscle will go weak, and it'll be connected to the thymus gland. When someone's frowning at us or somebody's angry or things like that, especially with a smiley face, it impacts that thymus gland, which we've talked about, is about our immune system. So in that space and in that frustration, fear, whatever it is, it really, really can rip down our immune systems. And once again, we need to be very, very careful and cautious of our immune systems. So hopefully this video has been helpful to you. If you like what you've seen, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, and also you can hit that notification bell, and anytime new videos come up, you'll be notified. So I hope you have a great day. Play around that perception and just recognizing that not everybody perceives things the way you do, and that's okay, so that we can use more of this on our daily basis. Take care.